Hello, everyone, and welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live. As always, my name is Josh Lilquist, and we got an action-packed show here today on the stock market, how it works, how it functions, opportunities for us as retail traders and investors. And I do have my co-host on the show here today with me, as always, each and every single week, Mr. Al Connickson. Al, how are you doing today?
I am feeling pretty good, Josh. How about yourself?
I'm doing really good. We have, obviously, a hot market. But don't be so sure, it is not so hot where we are at this weekend. It is a nice, cool, brisk weekend here in the Minneapolis area, metro area. Cold weather, but the stock market is hot, and that's what we're going to discuss here today. And our sponsor, Trading Academy, over 26 years teaching people just like you how to trade, how to invest, how to get started if you're brand new, or how to have more consistency if you've been a seasoned investor. And there are strategies and techniques that we're going to talk about here today. How to get in the market safely, how to do that confidently, but how to do that for your benefit, not Wall Street. Because we talk a lot about on this show how Wall Street moves the markets, how Wall Street is always consistently profitable. Mm-hmm. And the retail public typically struggles, but there's a reason why. There's conditioning, there's all this stuff. That's the best way I can say it is stuff online. The university.
That is a real word.
You can use it. I did not make that up, my folks. Stuff is a word, and all this stuff on YouTube that people are following. But if you're struggling, there's a reason for that. That's why you need a strategy that's designed to follow the banks, follow the institutions, have proper capital management within that, and then do what's best for you, not for them. So let's discuss that today. Al, we've had obviously a great week in the markets. It's been a great 2024 now. We had a drop initially out of the market, especially S&P 500. I mean, looking at the SPY, which is an ETF for the S&P 500, dropped down to right around the 466 area. And then as of Friday, market opened up just ever so slightly, gapped up. And we know what happened the rest of the day, but really at all-time highs once again. The S&P or the Dow, which is at all-time highs. Actually, at all-time highs. Currently, roughly, they're looking at the S&P 5 or the Dow ETF, which is about 377 area, depending on when you listen to the show. The NASDAQ just barely breaching those all-time highs, and right there as well, 409. That's a QQQ ETF, and the IWM, which is your Russell, is kind of lagging behind. So there's things that are moving pretty good, Al, in these indexes. We have one that's kind of lagging behind. So there's strategies to use the market no matter which way this market goes. And we're going to discuss that today. But before we do that, I want to hear your take on this great 2024 start.
Well, this week alone is a week packed with data and things that have the potential to move the market. We had the CPI report, come out on Wednesday or Thursday, and then the PPI report came out on Friday. CPI was up a little bit, which kind of surprised people. PPI was about in line with what people expected, maybe down a tad. So there's a little bit of confusion there in people's minds. Really getting down to what is the Fed going to do at their not only their next meeting, but are they going to in fact start lowering interest rates? Mm-hmm. The market is assuming they're going to do that, and it's been doing that for some time. That's why we had this big move up from November of this last year through the end of the year. The big move up was based on the market thinking the Fed was going to lower interest rates probably 5 or 6 times, even though the Fed said they might do it 3 times. But some of the Fed governors have now said, well, maybe we need to keep rates where they are for a while. We need to make sure that inflation really is under control. They don't want to make the mistake of cutting too soon, then having inflation reignite, and then having to go back into another form of trying to control that. And we've also, this is the beginning of earnings season this last week. On Friday, the big banks, companies like United Healthcare are reporting earnings, so a lot of people will be watching what's happening there. What kind of, not only what are their numbers going to be, but what's their forecast for the future? What are they going to say in their meetings that might give us a clue as to what's happening? So a lot of things going on. You mentioned that we've got the indexes that are pretty much at all-time highs. They've been flirting around with those all-time highs. They'll hit it, they'll go down a bit, they'll come back up. But the thing to remember is that really, they're just getting back to all-time highs that they hit a couple of years ago. So even though people might think, yeah, I made a lot of money in 2023, in reality, you were just getting back what you lost in 2022. Now, you had mentioned the fact that, people are struggling and Wall Street's not struggling. You know what, if we did a show, a full show on why people are not successful, we would actually be doing a show on how they trade and how they invest.
Maybe we do that one time.
Well, it's the bottom line there. The point I'm making is that people are doing the wrong thing. They are making mistakes. Even Warren Buffett will say that the way you succeed is to take advantage of what he said. This is him, not me. What he says are you benefit from what dumb people are doing.
Yeah, by the way, if you want to have certain topics in the show, just email us at investingandtradinglive.com. Just go to our website and send us an email on a topic. So if that's what you want to hear, let's hear that.
That would be fantastic. You do that, then we can kind of specialize and concentrate on things that are really important to you. But what's really important, if you're going to be in the market, is being able to benefit from it. Wall Street's doing that. Why is the public not? It's because Wall Street has conditioned you to do the opposite of what you should be doing in many cases. That's what we do. We show you what you should be doing, the right way to do this, so you're not making mistakes that you might not even know you're making.
That's right. It's just like anything that we do in life. If you have someone to guide you or somebody that can mentor you into especially your investment decisions, how might that change your life? And that's what this trading and investing is all about. It's personal enrichment is what it is. It's education for that. And when you have certain goals or objectives that you have, it starts with a plan and then action within that or steps within that. So then that way you have a step-by-step process. You're not guessing, and then you follow it. And there's certain characteristics that we may get into later on here in the show that we're looking for in people, but everybody has these characteristics. Sometimes they have to be brought out. And that's a cool thing is why are you looking at the market, right? And some people say, oh, I want to make some money. Well, yeah, everybody does, right? But what will that do for you? How can that change your life? What will that do for your kids' life or your grandkids' lives? And that is your why. I want to challenge everybody listening here today. What is your why? Why are you listening to Investing and Trading Live here today? And why are you looking to get in the markets? Once you understand that, maybe you don't understand that yet, but why don't you come into one of these workshops that we do here locally and then see what the opportunities are? That might help you figure out that why. So to come into one of these workshops, simply just text the word investing to the number 210-210. We cover all the markets, how they work, how they function, and different strategies that are designed for what you're looking to use the market for. Text investing to the number 210-210 or go to OTAMINN.com. That's OTAMIN.com. Coming up next, income strategies, wealth strategies, and we got some special stuff towards the end of the show here today. This is Josh and Al, Investing and Trading Live. We will be right back.